shadows of the mad moon hang forgotten in our sky, slowly aligning. It is time again. The tide rises and brings with it something dire.
And it is the final match until tiebreakers.
Was in some way Sumail saying, like, no, I'm going to be able to take Thompson in this mid lane matchup. Like, don't worry about just giving him this very scary hero. I'll handle him in the laning phase, and we'll see whether or not he can do that. But it's OG who pick up the first blood, picking off Insania in top lane.
A lot of greed, as the panel was saying, for both of these lineups. Liquid, all on comfort heroes. Like, this is the bread and butter for the squad, but their team fight could be tough. You're playing into Void and Tide, rather. And
No time lock. They're going to go for it. The skewer dodged by Ana, but it doesn't matter.
No, still a ways.
Cut over. They see Koifa right now. Smoke breaks, they're going to go for him. Koifa, going to be the target of all this aggression with the Inkswell combination and actually the Hoodwink ultimate as well. They do have enough magic damage burst to clear out anybody.
Very tanky, and he can just walk down lanes if desired.
Whoa. A Cookie 3-man stun into a Centaur 3-man stun, and now the Ember Spirit's here. God. What an insane combo from Insania and Taiga. A deadly support duo.
Had the trust. Taiga's Minotaur was off-angled, then he rotated around, gets it off.
Koifa, he was the one threatening to be able to kill Ana, but now he's going to find himself inside the Chronosphere. The Hoodwink shot goes out, the RP. It was so close to being there, but he dies instead. Insania trying to go for a TP out. No bash from Ana, so he is able to get away. Taiga, a little bit sturdier here. Only has the one level of his heal, though, and so it probably means there's no way out for him. Sumail is going to come in, though. They're going to try and fight this one with Mickey. They actually are saying they've already used all of their burst damage. Maybe we can fight this one. Mickey has to be able to jump away. Thompson finally does die. The haste rune of Sumail allows him to be able to chase him down. Now he's going for, he does manage to morph into strength here, so this chain stun will only really poke at him a bit, but Sumail ultimately is not in any real threat. And Chronosphere being on cooldown.
Oh, bottom lane. He doesn't have Blink yet.
Doesn't have it just yet and is going to be caught as Mickey is going to make his rotation over. Taiga slowing him down. Now, Thompson is still very tanky. It's going to take a while, but sadly, nobody from OG is even close. I think they saw that OG, they brought some heroes top lane, and they're saying, guys, if they're top, Thompson's all alone bottom, let's just go for him. Trying to go for the combo. That's enough burst damage. And Koifa getting caught in the crosshairs as well there as he tried to go for a desperate skewer RP to stop that combo on Sumail.
Probably find a kill on almost anybody. Mickey's going to be the guy.
There it is. Chain stun, silenced, and then a follow-up stun on top of that. It is so deadly. The noise of this battle not extending outside of the cave, and Liquid will sneak themselves an early Aegis. And now we're going to go for a fight. As they're all nearby, they can immediately try and force something out of Seb as the shots start coming in for the Mortimer's Kisses. On point, a couple of them land, but now he's beginning to get away. Taiga looks to just get in there right now, trying to force whatever he can. He's soul bound up next to the Morphling. Morphling playing the back line. The burst damage is too much. Taiga gets taken out. The waveform forward gets him out of the Chronosphere, but gets into the bushbag. Meanwhile, Insania is probably going to die with the RP skewer onto 2. They have the burst damage to be able to take anybody down. They get Thompson, but Ana does manage to sneak away. Now with the Inkswell, he turns back out of Koifa, hoping for bashes here, but the 3 cores of Liquid are still alive. He's got to run. He's got to get out of here.
He's their top net worth.
Yeah.
He's not just an offlaner.
7,700 net worth on him. It's Sumail. And the difference between him and anybody else that is currently making a difference. But OG not ones to slow down after a lost team fight. They're going to move forward and try and take it even against the Aegis here. Sumail battling it out right now. Does manage to morph into strength, but he's losing some of his allies. A bash, a timely one at that, as Koifa ends up falling into his grave. They turn around and go for Thompson, as Sumail is trying to pump out the damage as fast as possible, but a beautiful bushwhack into an Inkswell. Fortunately, Mickey's able to dodge it with a sleight of fist, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have the remnants out. Thompson is still alive through all of this when Taiga's poking at him. Sumail, he falls. His second life is coming up, but Thompson, he's getting healed up. Taiga now falls, and Sumail on his extra life has no allies behind him. He will run to the safety of the tier 2, and OG will not pursue. And maybe they're just all business today. Jumping out, Mickey looking for a pick-off. Soxa does have the bushwhack, mistimes it as he comes down for the Yule Scepter, but it may not matter either way. Samael getting picked off, though. That is a much bigger kill than whatever's happening here with Soxa. He's going to say, all right, that was good space. In fact, we're even going to take this mid-tower, it's looking like, as they do have the glyph. They're going to stall this out just a little bit with the double chains. Koifa, skewer back into tier 2, pushing him in as deep as possible. Does have the cooking on top of that when they actually do manage to burst down Ana. Insania with a great chain stun off of Koifa's skewer to try and go an early tiny Aghanim Scepter off of the Faceless Void Chronosphere. Soxa gonna be spotted here. Yule Scepter dodging both the impetus as well as the shotgun blast. Taiga, he does have, okay, he's gonna be broken now. Seb, a little bit easier time putting in the damage, but unless it's a Faceless Void, it won't really matter that much. Mickey, he really wants to kill the supports, and Samael has a fresh round from that shotgun. Does manage to bring down, and he got off the more strength, so he's surviving for now, but they're in dangerous position. Mickey trying to run away, jumps over to his remnant that's finally over the cliff now, but he doesn't have very many more. Jumps again, RP onto 2, giving Mickey a little bit of room to run. Ana, is he gonna go after him? He's gonna try
Solo.
time walk. Oh, time, yeah, oof. It's a bit too much for him as he's been time dilated by Samael. Finally, they turn back over to Taiga, who finally does die. The combo on Insania is not quite enough from Thompson, so it's only the 4 position that dies unless the shot long range, but it's not quite there.
Even hesitate. He's immediately looking to come back into the fight. TP to the top tier 1.
Now it's Liquid's turn to go for a big smoke play.
Whoa.
A shockwave skewer back into the chain stuns. Very nicely executed without...
They did use RP, but it will be back up before Roche. Liquid obviously have the timing, so they'll know it's possible.
That was the RP from the last team fight, you mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, they were able to get a kill on Ana without having to use any big ultimates. But, combo, Samael, barely surviving through it, man. He is very much not afraid of these heroes, apparently, because he wasn't even morphing into strength. Now they managed to kill the Grimstroke and are chasing down Seb. Seb, a hard hero to bring down, but they do have all these heroes gunning after him underneath the tier 2s. Another tiny combination that is just not quite enough to finish off Samael. He morphs into strength, throws a gush out to finish off the opposing Tidehunter, and now they've caught Thompson for daring to try and touch Samael. They will punish him, execute him.
And they're huddled up around the one they have on the high ground as the creep scouts out in front of them.
You can see Koifa is looking exactly for this. Anybody to get close to the ward so we get a skewer back way up high in the air, but brought back down hard. Koifa may have to be going down there, but Ana's stuck outside the cliff, and the RP brings him back down into a stun, but they don't have any damage behind it. Now here comes Mickey, gets off the Chronosphere to try and save his own life, but the damage is there from Samael. Morphing into agility, they know that Seb is caught. The bait around the ward, around the high ground, catches OG.
Definitely playing well.
Oh, nice toss back into the silence. Very pretty combo from OG. That was sick. That was very nice. Liquid now down a minute. It doesn't matter if you have the Aegis. If you lose a hero like one of your cores, like Mickey here, now Taiga potentially caught. They soul bind him together. They're going to chase after for sure. The double Yule Scepter will hold him in place with the Ink Swell. He's going to be able to get the stun, trying to concentrate on somebody, but Taiga is certainly not the hero you want to go for here. Does manage to jump away right before Mickey with the buyback dies immediately. They don't have an RP. They don't have any big damage. Samael, he's going to try and do bit by bit with this Scotty, focusing on Seb. He's jumping forward, turning into a Faceless Void, time locking forward, then waveforming forward to manage to finish him off. Samael is going to have to carry this with his 2 supports, and it's actually looking good. The Scotty is tearing apart OG right now. They can't put up with this damage. The Mortimer's Kisses raining in. Soxa, he's going to be the target while the Mortimer's Kisses chase after Ana. They all land, but the range is not quite there. Samael running low on mana. Won't manage to chase after Soxa.
Gets the nice ward down. Always helpful to have any vision this deep on the enemy side, so long as it doesn't get countered.
They're going to smoke to the other side of the map. And as he tries to go for the outpost, they're going to surprise Seb. Magic damage raining in is going to be enough. Now, Koifa's going to be able to pull back No Tail as well. Thinking about the skewer, doesn't even need it. 2 quick pickoffs for Team Liquid.
Have timers on this. It is the cooldown from that previous fight a few minutes ago, and they're going to push bot.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they may have this read, but Taiga. Fortunately, Thompson didn't feel comfortable staying there for long. Actually blinked out to cancel his tree volley. because he knows otherwise Mickey would have grabbed him in the trees with a sleight of fist chains combination. Another round of tree volley. Starts going after Samael, looking to be able to slow down his damage as best as possible, forcing him to morph into strength. But with another 40 seconds on the clock, Team Liquid look to maybe go for two, but an RP immediately coming out onto Ana. They need to be able to burst him down now, but it looks like Thompson running interference will allow Ana to be able to get back. Now the tree volley will finish off Koifa, most likely a Chronosphere. Actually catching Samael as well. Can they actually get him though? He's got a BKB coming up immediately after this. Chronosphere is going to turn around and immediately start going for Thompson. He gives the cookie, gets the stun off, and there goes Thompson down for 80 seconds. No Tail's going to be up next, maybe in Zoxa as well. He has the Ion Dusk, so he will survive through an initial adaptive strike. The E-Blade follows it up, slows him down, but Liquid realize this is a time for objectives. They still have 5 more seconds without the Tidehunter. I mean, they're going to have to somehow defend this. Fortunately, they're still tier 2, actually, so OG, they don't necessarily have to do anything here. Well, blink for a second, maybe. They're thinking about going back in. Inkswell stunning up Samael for a second here. Also managed to get the silence thanks to the Mindbreaker. Long-range shot. They managed to get the Ravage off of that one. Here comes the Mortimer's Kisses, though. The BKB, the Soulblight, holding in the Morphling as well as the Ember Spear, but the damage is just not there when they have the BKBs active. Ana doesn't seem to be comfortable doing enough damage here. Zoxa going to be caught. Yule Scepter buying himself a little bit of time. Meanwhile, Koifa, the offlaners, going to battle on the high ground. King of the Hill happening while Ana is trying to survive against the onslaught of 4 different heroes from Team Liquid. Does manage to bring down Insania. Time walks backwards. Does manage to dodge some of the damage. He's being chased after a disarm. Put onto Samael. Allows Ana just to be able to get away for a moment, but Mickey's quick to chase after him. Tree volley raining in. That'll finish off Mickey. Buybacks coming in from OG. They want this Roshan. They want it bad. They need to be able to win this fight right now, but Samael turning into a Faceless Void. Once again, time walking backwards and slowing it down. They said, they bought back, guys. We can chill. If we can just disengage, this is good for us. But a tree volley. OG, they're not going to let him get away. A skewer back, skewering him in. They do manage to control him up, but there's no damage. A cookie goes out, controlling up the stun on Ana even more, but a nice bushwhack actually slowing down Samael now, but now it's OG who are the ones on the retreat. And Zeb, he's quite low. He gets waveformed over. Samael now looking for the kill onto Ana. They can see the end of the game right in front of them. They can kill the big carry. The Glimmer Cape buys them a little bit of time. He Chronospheres, turns around, goes for the kill onto Samael. The ghost is coming. Samael, he's surviving through it bit by bit. Ana needs the bashes, and he needs them now, but he's not quite getting him in Inkswell. A stun, and he does get him. A buyback coming out from Samael, but Ana's got to get out of here before the hard carry of Liquid arrive. Ana on the run. Koifa on pursuit. Wants to be able to catch him. He's got a Blink Dagger. Might just be able to catch him with a Shockwave Skewer, but no. Ana's out. They may not even have to worry about Ravage either, and they may just be able to claim Megas. We'll see. 10 seconds left. There is a glyph, so they're going to have to contend with Ravage no matter what, but they may not have to worry about Ana here. The chain stun is there. RP into Cookie, into a shotgun blast that blows off his head. Ana's dead, and that without a carry. Both sides are just hardcore banking on their carry. There's just not much fight left in OG now. They're going to try, though. Thompson throwing out a combo with the tree volley. Double toss, triple toss, maybe, but Koifa's still looking healthy, and ultimately they cannot contend with Samael. The King is here. He's going to take over the game. The Ravage going out. Maybe they'll kill Koifa here. Another toss, but ultimately now it's Samael's turn to have a little fun as he turns around, tosses up Thompson, and slams down Seb.
They've played this so well. Shout out to Taiga. He's not going to get too much love, but the way he's positioned himself has made it so much easier for Liquid to play these fights. Consistently, the man standing between OG and his entire stack. It's been very difficult for them to get off big combinations to go deal with an offlane Brood in a similar fashion. They had the Troll AA, and they just killed the Brood. No spiders until level 6, so you're really not the greatest laner. Hold up.
Mickey being nice and aggressive with this Mars. Ana knows he's dead. And he will give the first blood over to Taiga. I bet it was Robson, honestly. He's the kind of guy who think of silly stuff like that. And they do manage to pick up a second kill here in this bottom lane, and Taiga still survives. Ana had nothing left in the tank. Insania very likely to die here. Fairy Fire prolongs his life a little bit longer, but he does eventually fall. Sox is going to have to go into the trees, but his spear is up, and so that will be a healing salve that is lost to OG.
So a lot of BO1s determining where teams actually ended up in the standings. Oh, they got the cold feet.
Oh, that one does land. It looks like Koifa wasn't able to get fast enough with the lifesteal. It's coming out. Ana, he also has the miss percentage chance on him. Koifa's going to keep going. They have the cookie on top of No Tail. They pick up both the kills. 100 HP, Kyle.
He cares not about mid-game rotations.
Another kill. No tail. He'll back off and just go for creeps, but Sumail, curse crown on him. One last shot on Thompson, but now they're turning around with the Avalanche and the last couple of hits in from Saksa. The melt isn't going to allow him to survive. There was already, he tries to get some bottle hits in, but it's not good enough. The Sentry.
And you have some major issues now with this fighter.
Really?
Whoa. Seb?
He's going for Seb, and he's got him. Taiga all-ins on it. He tries to hop into the Roshan pit to maybe try and get a deny. Yeah, I mean, OG.
Who responds?
If the Sven's lane went okay, maybe he could do it. Beastmaster doesn't have maxed out axes. Tiny, it's just a one toss of the tree, but he doesn't have that every time. And now Thompson not even being able to save mid lane. As a smoke up from Liquid, they say you can stack as many heroes as you want in the top tower, but that's the least important tower in the game right now. We're taking your tier 2, now we're pressuring your mid.
If you can just control this bottom outpost, it's 10 minutes into the game, Cap. That is a lot of XP they're going to suck away from OG.
Oh, absolutely. Terrorize is going to be... Oh, no, it fell a little shallow. And Saksa will pay for that. A lethal error from him. And now No Tail. The Broodmother is out of the bottom lane. He's being let loose on the rest of the world now.
They might get themselves a TI invite. Nigma would go as a wild card, but OG guaranteed would need to play a qualifier for TI.
Toss back over. Primal Roar put on the Dazzle to make sure there's no shallow grave to bail out Mickey. But now, Anna stuck inside the arena is being nailed by Mortimer's Kiss. His very excellent shot, Taiga. I mean, look how defensively Liquid is playing in some of these situations. Because, I mean, Koifa can't help. That's the downside, is that, like, rotating as a Broodmother sucks. But this might be a good combination if they can burn through the Refraction. Ice Blast is going to come in, though. Terrorize goes out. The Shallow Grave, it's going to keep him alive for now. And now Thompson's the one in trouble. He does end up dying to No Tail, ticked out eventually. Minding yourself. Okay, that means they are going to be 5 in our jungle a lot. All we have to do is just not die to it, and maybe even get the right kind of team fights here with an initiation onto Thompson. They may have just bursted down the most important core at the start of a team fight without him getting anything off. He chucks a tree, but that's it. Now Seth being run down. He's going to have to use the Primal Roar to be able to have a chance to stay alive here. The Ice Blast over the top, but they don't really have much to follow it, as Liquid have surely won this team fight and have definitely catches him farming. Cookie to stop the TP. And now, Anna is definitely dead. That was a cute little play. Mickey was trying to hide out of vision to prevent the stun, but Koifa is there to collect the kill. He is, and a little bit down to bottom, so there's just nowhere really for OG to hit neutral creeps anymore. Gonna be able to catch a nice combination. Stunning up two, the Terrorized Taiga does manage to jump out of that one. The Curse Crown, though, keeping Mickey stunned even further. Shallow Grave will delay the Ice Blast kill. Eventually he dies, but Taiga says that his work is done. They kill 2 on the side of OG.
For the pipe into Ag's build, he has arcane boots. Like, this hero is not played to win after 30 or 40 minutes.
Thompson has a TP up in a second, but there is now Cookie. So he's going to go for the TP and then realize, oh, Taiga's here too. Never mind.
People just stay out of bottom. I know it's tough, but OG, there's nothing good for you down here.
Oh, hey, this is a big kill. Ice Blast and all the damage that Dark Willow provides.
Look
it
how
will
deep
shred
they are.
Strength heroes.
No Tail's TPing out from just in front of the tier 3, and they've got to because it looks like Liquid might be able to pressure the actual base of OG, but this is honestly how you have to play it from here on out. Just try to delay, obfuscate, and defend your base when necessary, but nobody should be venturing past that little OG mark in this bottom lane. Is that dead tier 3?
Yeah, with the double damage TA, it's looking like it's Seb going for the back again. Straight up Primal Roar on Dazzle and then runs away. I think that's... they are in dire measures. They have to go for one of those really crazy plays where they're going to toss back into the tier 4 area. The toss back is here, but it's to toss Anna back to stay alive.
That's the wrong fountain, Anna. That's not where... He's not supposed to be in his own.
Brambles catching several heroes. Koifa almost stunning up his team with the Curse Crown. Actually stuns up Mickey for now, but Mickey still finds the opportunity to get an arena. Catching all these heroes, Sumail starts lining up the damage. Already killing Anna, now going for Thompson. Thompson stunned up that he is dead as well. 2 cores out, and Seb doesn't have any damage here. Saksa gets 2-shot by Sumail, and even Insania living. It's like public enemy #1. They just keep on going for the dazzle. It goes to show how bad this fight went for OG. They couldn't even kill the 5 position. Scribbling away. Ice Blast was going in, but a blink away and a cookie out. Everybody from Liquid dodges it. They just return fire on Thompson. Liquid are indeed doing it. Not in the same kind of climactic way that LD was referring to. This is a much cooler and confident doing it. They are just systematically destroying OG, pick off by pick off, fight by fight, building by building. Liquid are establishing total dominance and are securing themselves 2nd place here at the Western European DPC.
Oh man, and OG, they go from heroes to cheerleaders because at this point, their best bet at getting the TI involves EU doing as well as humanly possible at the major. We've got a shot right now with this loss of an OG versus Nigma TI finals rematch, potentially just to get to TI with one squad being forced to watch from home. Sumail, they don't quite get him into the fountain.
Not quite. They pop the God Strength, but of course the refraction is allowing him to ignore all of that damage and kill some spiders, but that's all he's going to be killing here. The mother comes, as always. Team Liquid.
Man, they like look almost surprised. Like, you'd think they'd be giving you more of a pop-off.
I thought we were supposed to go to Game 3, guys.
Yeah.
Isn't that our normal thing?
Sumail's bored. She's like, guys, like, I have harder matches in my pubs when I'm smurfing in NA.